Click down there if you wanted to skip to the end and see the 10-second time lapse. Hello, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel, or rather, Cute Fuzzy Weasel's cracked, broken, frostbitten, chapped hands. Or at least they were before I put some Rust-Oleum on me. Rust-Oleum, it's for champions. I'm still in the process of fixing the camera angle for this show. I think I've got it. I hope this isn't the final way I fix this, just because this is really awkward. I've got a 4-foot metal pole sticking right above my shoulder, and I have to cock. This is where my hands are right now. I'm looking this way. I'm actually sitting facing the paper this way. This is what would be optimum for me, but like I said, still trying to fix all the problems. Anyway, this week, I realize this episode is late. I got busy. This week, we're doing Kaylee Ketter's suggestion. Draw a warrior wombat, a wombat warrior riding a wizard walrus. Okay, I'll do it, but you guys have to understand something. I'm not talented, so, you know, just curb your expectations, alright? Okay, here we go. It would help if maybe I knew what in the hell a wombat looked like. I understand that it's kind of like a little kangaroo. So, guess we'll get the shape of the walrus first. So this will be the ground. Walrus is kind of a oblong thing. So we're gonna get the basic shape of that out of the way. They have fins kind of like this, and the head comes up here. We'll get one of the leg here, and we'll get another one of the little flippers there. Alright, and they've got fangs. And walruses are actually really horribly violent, really nasty. I mean, if you meet one in the wild, do not approach. They will chase after you. Admittedly, it's funny, but that'll wear off real quick if one of these teeth go into your leg. The humor aspect of being chased by a walrus. But for the sake of this essentially commission, although this is a suggestion, I'm not making any money off of this. If I get good, and by good I mean if I get to the point where I'm not being outdone by all of the other fan drawings that end up happening, I have some talented motherfucking fans, I'll tell you that. So anyway, this wizard walrus, alright, we're gonna, because I have a few, I think like 1.5 friends that watch this show, I'm gonna go ahead and follow the Harry Potter rules of wizardry, even though I really don't agree with them very much. In my view, the whole magic and everything, that is something practiced by people in office environments to make their work go faster. Yeah, people in back alleys have guns. Way more efficient than just saying an incantation. I mean, by the time you say Avada Kedavra, someone's already shot off 2 rounds out of just about any revolver I know of. But in an office, it's a little different. You kind of laid back about it. Okay, so don't read too much into that. Anyway, here is the wallaby. He's going to have a little, I guess, wallaby snout thing. I think they have long ears. I think they have long ears. I hope I don't end up just making a fox with a thick tail. And he's a warrior wallaby. So tail's gonna be draped over this way. Because if I'm drawing a big tail, I don't just want to throw it over the back of the wizard walrus. Because otherwise, I mean, what was the point of drawing that? Okay, so these are the legs. They've got big fucking kangaroo legs, I guess. So he's sitting on it. And and one hand's gonna be out here. Shit, no. I want one of his arms. Huh. Yeah, he's like, this is okay. We're gonna. How is he gonna be facing it though? He'll be facing it this way. Yeah. Okay, so he'll be kind of straddling the walrus. Walrus doesn't care. He's a big fat bastard. You know, he just enjoys the attention. And one arm's gonna be, because he's a warrior, I guess, so one arm's gonna have a shield, small buckler style, you know, tiny, useless, inefficient shield. In my mind, you can't go much better than a Phaseon Disruptor pillar. Oh, right, Earth. You can't go much better than a reinforced riot shield. Or one of those robotic shields, you know, that the SWAT teams use to raid single-parent homes and pull people out of their beds and then run them over. Let me get off my soapbox real quick. Had to drink something. God damn it. God damn. That's how the walrus speaks, by the way. He doesn't have an Australian accent. Because I'm hardcore. Warrior Walrus does a lot of drugs. Yeah. But he's seriously a warrior. This is not a hallucination. And the walrus is actually a wizard. Okay? He is a real warrior. That is a real wizard. And the wallaby just happens to do a whole bunch of mushrooms. All the time. And when he takes those mushrooms, he hallucinates that he's in a weird backwards world where wallabies aren't the dominant species. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, guess that's the real world. But no. In his hallucinations, the dominant species are fiddler crabs. Yeah. I just threw you guys for a loop. That's right. I am kind of tipsy. Anyway, he's going to be wearing some kind of weird robe. Shawl kind of deal. And he's going to be, like, yelling. Yeah, he's going to be yelling. He's going to be like, "Onward, Wizard Walrus! I command thee, Wizard Walrus! Forward!" And the Wizard Walrus is like, "Not before the last episode of Mythbusters." Now, that's the actual pronunciation of the show in this world, Mythbusters. Okay? English is a little different. Accept it. Alright. Don't you just love these? I love doing this. This is one of the more relaxing shows that I actually do. Not one of my most popular, I'll admit. But seriously, one of the most fun. I think that's about got it. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing in the lead, the ink here. Okay. I enjoy the suggestions that I get. I don't just get them over YouTube. I get them over Twitter. And you can, you know, submit suggestions and ideas over Twitter or over DeviantArt, you know, whichever. I'm not picky. I'm not an elitist like some YouTubers I could name. Looking at you, fucking Vice. Yeah. I'm kidding. I don't know Vice personally. I'm sure Vice is a good guy. Yeah. Oh, you know what? What if this is the Sorting Hat, but it's dead? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pissing off all kinds of fans today. Yeah, the fucking Wizard Walrus killed the Sorting Hat by shoving one of its tusks through its head. Which is hard to do because it's a hat, right? I mean, what denotes its head? You know? That's like saying you shoved a fork through the arm of a worm. The whole thing's basically a... Never mind. Anyway, the point is he's wearing a carcass on his head, which is not all that uncommon for my D&D games. I get it. I mean, if I named names, I'm sure they would get fired. But I have run some really messed up games where people have taken, let's say, choice pieces of anatomy and turned them into clothing. That's okay, though, because most of my games kind of center around trying to break them. And I don't mean let's test it by trying to break it. I mean, break the game, please, you know? I don't have a life. God, help me. Help me. I need attention. What was that Rick episode where the Rick and Morty episode where Rick put himself in a younger body and then he started singing about how he was dying in a vat in the garage? It's like, seriously, this is not a song. Help me, Summer. Can't someone let me out? I like that show. That's a good show. I hope they keep making episodes of that show for as long as the sun's around. You know, a couple of billion years, let's say 1 season per year, that evens out to a couple of billion seasons. But that's okay. I'm sure those guys can come up with a couple of billion seasons worth of content. They seem like the creative type. Yeah. And they can go like 1 year every... I mean, 1 in-show year every, I don't know, 100 million or so seasons. So by the time that you've evolved into a hyperspatial being, Morty will have aged a year, which is fine by me. It's just fine. Because I don't like things that are different. Alright, so we're getting the head. Got the ear. Yeah, this ain't too bad. This isn't a bad drawing. I've drawn worse. You can kind of get what's going on here. Sort of. It's a good suggestion. Okay, well that's got the line art done, I think. I hope. Anyway, if you guys like the show, like, comment, subscribe, check me out on Twitter, check out my gaming channel that is updated quasi-regularly. Let me know on Twitter what you think or what you want me to draw. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to draw, list it in the comments below. And as always, have a good day.